Creepypastas are essentially internet horror stories passed around on forums and other such sites to disturb and frighten readers. The name creepypasta comes from the word copypasta, an internet slang term for a block of text that gets copied and pasted over and over again from website to website. Creepypastas are sometimes supplemented with pictures, audio, and/or footage related to the story, typically with gory, distorted, or otherwise shocking content. Creepypastas are usually split into three groups: anecdotes, rituals, and lost episodes.
Tonight we will cover non-gaming anecdotes and will explore others in future videos. For now, sit back and relax.
The angel statue. A few years ago, a mother and a father decided that they needed a break, so they decided to head out to town for a night. They decided to call a babysitter to watch the children. When she arrived, the children were already asleep, so she just sat around and made sure everything was alright. The babysitter soon became bored and called the parents to ask if she could watch TV upstairs, as there was no cable downstairs. The parents said that she could, but before the babysitter hung up, she had one final request. She asked if he could cover up the malicious-looking angel statue, as it made her feel uncomfortable. The line went silent for a few seconds before the father said, "Take the children and get out of the house. We don't own an angel statue." When the police arrived 3 minutes after the call, they found that the babysitter, as well as the two children, were slumped in their own pool of blood. To this day, no malicious-looking angel statue has been found.
The SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation is a mysterious organization that seeks to prevent encounters with mankind and extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, and extra-universal threats. Objects which defy natural law has harmed us in the past, so the organization attempts to contain these threats away from the public eye in order to prevent mass panic. Their slogan, "Secure, Contain, and Protect," outlines their policy to different SCPs. After SCPs are contained, they are studied and experimented on in order to understand their true nature and the level of threat they pose. This then ranks them as safe, Euclid, or Keter. SCPs can be objects, creatures, or even occurrences, which are usually given a number tag, such as SCP-173. This SCP was the first SCP ever documented. The SCP-173 is described as a statue-like entity which must be kept under supervision, or will break the neck of a victim if not observed.
Slender Man. The Slender Man myth started on the Something Awful forums, with several creepy black and white pictures of a tall, slender figure with a suit and a white face. His face is described to be expressionless and without a nose, ear, mouth, and eyes. Although most stories about Slender Man are fairly modern, myths about him do date back to the Roman times. Slender Man possesses several abilities, such as teleportation and incredible strength, as well as the ability to elongate several tentacle-like arms. Slender Man usually targets children. However, if you look at his face, he will teleport to you and take you to purgatory, where he will either skin you or kill you directly with his tentacle-like arms. He can also cause video distortions, making it difficult to possess a legitimate video of him. If you do see the Slender Man, run.
Jeff the Killer. Jeff, his brother Lou, and his parents moved into a new neighborhood after a new job opportunity. The day he moved in, he was invited to a birthday party. At the bus stop, 3 teenagers attacked Jeff. However, Jeff had a sudden burst of anger and retaliated. After the fight, he discovered that he gained satisfaction from harming others. Jeff and Lou fled the scene, but when police later interrogated the two boys, Lou took the blame in order to save Jeff from prison. Lou was sent to juvenile prison as a result. Hours later, Jeff went to the birthday party, but his assailants were waiting to get revenge. They cut him badly and then lit fire to the bleach and alcohol that they poured on his face. At the hospital, the doctor revealed Jeff's face to him. The family were horrified when they saw Jeff's bruised grey face and his charred hair. The family, along with Lou, then returned home, where he removed his eyebrows so that he could always stay awake. He then carved a permanent smile upon his cheek using a knife. Jeff showed this to his mother. He said that he was beautiful and that she should look this way. Jeff's terrified mother ran to her husband and told him to get the gun. Jeff then proceeded to brutally kill them both. After getting so much satisfaction, he decided to finish with Lou. Jeff saw that Lou was horrified, and when he saw him, he said,
"Shh, go to sleep."
Jeff killed Lou and fled before the police arrived. It is said that he's still out there today. The last thing people hear before Jeff kills them is,
"Go to sleep."
The Russian sleep experiment. Russian scientists during World War II decided to investigate the effects of sleep deprivation on 5 prisoners of war. Their aim was to keep 5 subjects awake for 15 days using an experimental gas, and they would be freed if they survived. The researchers put the subjects in a room with enough supplies to last them for the next few weeks. For the first few days, the men were showing normal vital signs, but after day 5, they became paranoid and ceased to communicate, apart from frantically whispering to the microphone. They soon became insane, and one of them even died while the others were in terrible conditions after starving themselves. The researchers released the men from the chambers after 15 days and conducted several experiments on them. They eventually agreed to put them back in the chambers in order to study the full effects of the gas, as well as the fact that the subjects kept begging to be subjected to the gas. In a swift motion, one of the researchers shot the commanding officer, as well as with one of the 2 remaining subjects. He aimed his gun at the last survivor and demanded to know what he was. The subject replied,
"Have you forgotten so easily? We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night. We are what you sedate into silence and paralysis when you go to the nocturnal haven, where we cannot tread."
The researcher then shot the last survivor. His last words were,
"So nearly free."